From Archbishop Shaw High School in Marrero, Louisiana, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you Louisiana High School basketball tonight. It's a District 9 5A matchup between the Brother Martin Crusaders and the Archbishop Shaw Eagles. And a pleasant good evening to you. Ken Trahan with the coach, Bill Gallagher, Chip and Matt Merritt along for the ride from Marrero, where the Shaw Eagles host the Brother Martin Crusaders tonight. It is senior night for Shaw, which means we'll see their seniors start the game. 4 of those, only 4, which tells you it's a pretty young team that has a very good future. Bill, obviously these two teams have played once already on Saturday evening at Bob Conlin Gymnasium. Brother Martin led most of the way and won 56-51. You were there and obviously covered the game. Brother Martin had the better of it inside most of the evening.
Yes, they did. There were only 3 lead changes in the game, and those were early in the game. Archbishop Shaw has kind of been in a funk when it comes to shooting lately. They are usually, this year they've been a really good shooting team. In the last 3 games this season, including the Brother Martin game, they really come upon hard times as far as the shooting goes. They also had a hard time with the inside attack of Brother Martin. Their big man got in trouble early in the game, and they just kind of left the middle wide open for Brother Martin offensively. Brother Martin, they're playing really well right now. Their defense has really stepped up and has been really active. I'm really impressed with their defense. Now, they're not a real good shooting team either. They're having real trouble shooting the threes and free throws also. So tonight you might see whichever team has the hot hand could have a distinct advantage.
Well, the Crusaders are in the midst of that amazing 12 district games in a span of 23 days, and they're fatigued. Talking to Chris Beal earlier, he thought his team was a little bit fatigued. Brother Martin has gone 5-0 in the district thus far in 9-5A, and they lead the league as a result. 17-6 overall, 6th in the latest LHSAA power rankings. And of course, I mentioned Chris Beal. In his 8th year, you worked with him. He's done an outstanding job. Record of 172 and 82. And when you look at this Brother Martin team, it is a balanced team effort to this point, but the 2 bigs inside have been the best players. Grant Delord at 15.4 points and 7.2 rebounds. And of course, Brock Randlett at 14.5 points, 6.5 rebounds per game on the perimeter. Corey Skillman, the sophomore, has been skilled, no pun intended, with 11 points on the average on the year. Brother Martin's been missing some people. Of course, they've been without Clayton Leonardo. Most recently, they've been without Parker Dinsdale for the better part of a month. He'll be coming back soon. And, of course, without Chase Patton, who played extremely well in the win over Jesuit, and then it's been contact tracing, but he'll be back very soon, fortunately.
Yeah, I think hopefully by the end of the week, maybe the Saturday game against Jesuit, they might get these guys back. But Coach Beal has has a reputation of playing a lot of guys, and that kind of has worked to their favor in this, like you mentioned, that long stretch that they've got with 12 district games in 23 days, 11 in the last 17. The other night he played 10 players in the first quarter. So he recognizes the fatigue or the potential of fatigue, and so he's trying to shuffle his guys in and out while at the same time keeping some continuity in there. So if you're on the bench, you're not going to be there very long. You're going to get in the game.
Brother Martin swept Shaw a year ago. The 2 teams split in the 2018-2019 season. As for the Eagles, Wesley Laurendine in his 6th season. When he inherited this program, they'd won 1 district game in 2 years. And he had to build it from the ground up. He's done just that. They were 18-13 last season, 14-6 this season, 6-4 in the Catholic League, and 7th in the LHSAA Division I power rankings. He is a fast riser in the coaching ranks, a guy that people respect quite a bit.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you what, you look at his record. This is his first head coaching job. You look at his record, not really an impressive looking record, but hey, what have you done for me lately? Well, I'll tell you what he's done for us lately. His first winning season was last season, 18-3. He's 18-13, excuse me. He's 14-6 this year. He's 6-4 in the district. He's got this program pointed in the right direction.
Well, Chris Beal was an outstanding assistant coach and then head coach before he got the Brother Martin job, and Wesley Laurendine was an outstanding assistant coach under Chris Jennings at Jesuit for 5 seasons after being a very fine basketball and football player at Archbishop Rummel. So extremely well prepared. Of course, we mentioned the first game between these two schools. And when you look at Shaw, it's been balanced for them as well. Isaiah Crawford, really their best player, the senior, at 16 points, 7.5 rebounds. Now, the other guy that figured to be their best player was Isaiah Barnes, but he missed most of the season. He's only played in 3 games because of injury, 8.5 points, 4 assists, and he's the key to their team. If he gets back to playing the way he played last year, now this is a good basketball team because Cam Johnson, the sophomore, is their leading scorer at 17-2 a game. He's been really good also for the Shaw Eagles.
Yeah, well, Crawford and Barnes both were in foul trouble in that Saturday night game against Brother Martin. So if those kids can keep themselves out of foul trouble tonight and stay in the game and give Shaw some help on the inside, I'm really, truly looking forward to a much better, more closely competitive game than we had Saturday night.
Well, the Shaw Eagles have a rich history in basketball as well. On the floor, they've won 3 state titles, and winning in 1989 in 4A when they beat Carver 66-61 under Joey Steibing. And then in 1997 in 5A, they beat Byrd 52-51. And in 2000 beat Fair Park 58-43. Both of those under Darren Lesh, a former Shaw star and a former UNO star as well. Of course, great players over the years, including Melvin Simon, who was the Gatorade Player of the Year in Louisiana in 1990. Played in Europe and in the Mideast after UNO. Of course, I mentioned Darren Lesh, but they also had Gerald Williams, who was a brilliant player here at Shaw and at UNO, and Dedrick Willoughby, who played in the NBA for the Chicago Bulls. I mentioned Joey Steibing and Darren Lesh. They were terrific here as coaches, and you were very familiar with this program. You saw them frequently and were up against them.
Well, I've coached against this program for a long time, and I can throw a little something else in there. My oldest son was the head coach at one time in the mid 2000s here. I had Ryan DeRousseau play for him, another good player who went on to Xavier. So yeah, this program has a long history of being successful, having a lot of good coaches and a lot of good players.
Senior night at Shaw, so the seniors are being honored right now. Always a nice touch that will bring a little bit more of emotion to the evening, I'm quite sure. And we'll have a pretty nice crowd with the restrictions that are in place. Of course, now we want to make sure that we tell people, too, because everybody's protected here. They disinfected between the JV and the varsity game. And also we want to remind people that we are in Jefferson Parish, so it's a little bit of a different dynamic than when we do a game in other parishes based upon the regulations that are being allowed. So there's that. We also want to give a big shout out to Father Lou Molinelli, the director here at Shaw, the principal, the president. He does it all and always has been hospitable and a good man. And our friend, athletic director Tom Aleph, who's been doing this as well as anybody for an elongated period of time. Always a pleasure to come here to Archbishop Shaw and work. I mentioned the power ranking, 6th and 7th overall. These two teams, both of them are looking to move up and can move up based upon their future schedules that are in place. Now, Shaw is already finished with Jesuit and finished with St. Augustine, 2 of the 3 other best teams in the league, and they'll be finished with Brother Martin after tonight. And you never want to say it's an automatic win, but after that, they're playing teams that, frankly, they're better than.
Well, teams that may not have the record that they have, and teams that are below them in the power rankings. Brother Martin, if I'm not mistaken, Brother Martin and Shaw were tied in the power rankings going into Saturday's game.
Right.
So there was a little bit of distance between them now with that victory. But, there's a lot of basketball left. Especially for Brother Martin. You look at them, and they still have played St. Augustine twice. They have a return engagement with Jesuit. So there's a lot of basketball left to be played.
6 state championships in Brother Martin history, most recently in 2010 under Scott Thompson, and of course 6 state championships at St. Aloysius as well. I mentioned Chris Beal, formerly the head coach at De La Salle and Pope John Paul II at Archbishop Hannon in Hancock County, Mississippi, and he has really. He's blended into the school and the program incredibly well over the period of time that he's taken over as head coach from you. He's done an excellent job, and he's universally respected.
Well, he was hired with the intent that if he wanted it, that one day it was going to be his job. That was one of the reasons why I brought him along to help me out and to take over. And he stepped right in and has just done a magnificent job, not just on the basketball court, but also in the school building and in the classroom.
Amazing when you come on the Archbishop Shaw campus. I've never ceased to be amazed by the green space here that they have at the school. Of course, now they have the football stadium to go along with the baseball stadium, Winterscheid Stadium. They have practice fields. I mean, they have more green space than anybody, and that's a blessing.
There's a swimming pool out there, too.
It's been there for a while. Yeah, been there for a while, and always liked this gym, coming here at a young age, and still do. And again, we really appreciate the hospitality of the people here at Archbishop Shaw's. They're taking the pictures now for the seniors who just got introduced, and we're told by Wes Laurendine that he will start his 4 seniors in this game tonight, so he'll alter his starting lineup. So now we're going to have the invocation followed by the anthem, I believe, here. So we'll have that here this evening from this fine Salesian institution at Archbishop Shaw. Father Lou Molinelli will deliver the invocation. Joking with Father Lou earlier and Brandon Serency about how many jobs everybody has in these schools. They perform so many tasks.
Both of them were just rattling off all of their responsibilities.
It's crazy. So Father Lou addressing the crowd right now here in Marrero. Interesting, too, because the Shaw warm-ups, on the back of their warm-ups, they wear Marrero on it to let people know where they're from.
That's really nice.
I think it's actually nice.
Yeah.
Now we have the invocation.
Amen.
Amen.
St. John Bosco, very young Christians, live Jesus forever in our hearts. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Father Lou Molinelli with our invocation here this evening as we get ready for the start of this contest between Archbishop Shaw and Brother Martin. Ken Trahan along with Bill Gallagher from Marrero, where we look forward to this District 9 5A battle tonight, which should be a really good basketball game. I expect this to be very competitive all night long. Frankly, I expect Shaw to come out with great energy in the rematch game. It's tough to beat good teams twice in a season. So the starters, first of all, for Brother Martin include Corey Skillman, an outstanding guard, the sophomore at 6'4". The other starters include Brock Ranlett,
Marvin Jones,
along with Grant Delord, Marvin Jones, and the fifth starter, Rex Hernandez, the glue for the Crusaders. Hernandez, the senior, averaging 4 points a game. Ranlett at 14.5, the senior center. Marvin Jones at 3.2 a game, the junior guard. And Grant Delord at 15.4 per game. And now we'll get the starters for Archbishop Shaw. Again, it's going to be a different look starting tonight on senior night for Archbishop Shaw. Corey Reed, who is a senior, normally, we wouldn't see him in a coming off the bench role, the 5'8 senior, getting an opportunity. Also starting for Shaw is Kenneth Taylor, the 5'11 senior. Kenneth Taylor averaging 10 points a game, normal starter for the Eagles. Isaiah Crawford, a senior, who is, of course, their outstanding player inside at 16 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. Aubrey Moore, another senior at 6'2", getting a start here this evening as well. And the other starter will be Jaron Barnes, a 6'4 senior, also for the Eagles. So again, the seniors getting the start, and it's always interesting to see how long they're going to play.
Exactly what I was getting ready to say. It'll be interesting to see how long Coach Laurendine goes with this bunch. They're all seniors. They're an experienced bunch. They all do play, so it's not like you're throwing guys in off the bench that don't ever play. So, he's going to get as much as he can out of these guys. I tell you what, it means his bunch coming off the bench. There's a lot of scoring on that bunch to come in. Cameron Johnson, Isaiah Barnes.
Crawford will jump center against Delord. Brother Martin in their familiar colors. I always let Bill describe that for you.
Crimson and gold,
Crimson and gold. And Shaw in their whites with their green numerals here tonight. Ready to roll. Again, Crawford jumping center against Delord. Tap goes to Shaw. We're underway. Taylor handing it to Reed, so Corey Reed will be picked up right at center court by Marvin Jones. Man-to-man defense. Brother Martin extends. Get it right side to Taylor. Taylor cut off in the corner. Needs help. Jumps it out of there and gets his pass to Moore. Moore back out top. Reset the offense with Reed. Reed side to Taylor. Taylor penetrates. Puts it up. He puts it in, but an offensive foul on Kenneth Taylor will negate the basket.
Interesting move by Brother Martin starting the game in a man-to-man. They went pretty much zone most of the game against on Saturday night and had success.
Shaw with a little full court pressure to get things started. Rex Hernandez doubled, so he hands it off now to Skillman. Skillman will push it across the timeline. Skillman to Hernandez. Shaw opens man-to-man as well. Right side of the floor now for Brother Martin is Marvin Jones. Jones to Hernandez. Hernandez left side to Delord. Delord to Ramlett. Faked it. Jab step. Now puts it on the floor. Spin move to the paint. Put it up high arch. No good. Rebound control by Archbishop Shaw and Aubrey Moore.
That was the move that Ramlett had a lot of success with in the first game. That one was way off mark.
Crawford had good position that time. Dribble penetration. Reed cut off and he throws it away. Second turnover for the Eagles already. With 6:58 to play in the first and no score.
I think Shaw was very disappointed in the way they played Saturday night, so I'm really looking forward to seeing a much improved effort from these guys.
Pushing it into the front court, Skillman with a bounce pass out high. Here's Ramlett. Ramlett to Hernandez, back to Ramlett. Man-to-man both ways. Early on in this one, looking for our first basket of the game. Baseline jumper from 15 is short. Rebound controlled by the Eagles, Kenneth Taylor. Here's Reed. Brother Martin back defensively. Reed against Jones, who hounds him, crosses over again. Taylor, dribble penetration doubled to Reed. Crawford playing way out, away from the basket right now. Now he slides down to the paint area. Good defense by Brother Martin.
Yeah, but Shaw's doing a good job of keeping the ball moving, which is something they had trouble with the other night also.
Here's Crawford. Wisely got out of there on the double team. Good recognition by Crawford. A lot of patience by the Eagles here on this possession.
I think both teams can give themselves a hand right now. A lot of patience on offense and some good defense by the Crusaders.
Very good position defense. No penetration. No one able to get by his man thus far. Again, the double comes right away. Straight away three ball. That's way off. Rebound control by Hernandez. Tied up, knocked away, retrieved, and missed a short one. Fight for the rebound controlled by Shaw. Jerron Barnes. Shaw rebounding well early in this one. Nice pass down low. Crawford can't convert though. Got it back in the paint, leans in, he missed again. And the rebound controlled by whom? It's loose again, and Crawford has another. Crawford, a couple of offensive boards and a third shot for Shaw. Perhaps double team here and timeout Shaw with 4:59 to play in the first. Very good defense on both ends.
On both ends.
We are scoreless.
Well, everybody's racing around defensively. Brother Martin's getting a lot of good traps along the baseline and in the corner. And Archbishop Shaw is really contesting shots well right now. No one's getting a clear look at the goal. Delord had the best look in the short corner over there, but he couldn't hit it. Ranlin, they've already played better defense against Ranlin than they did on Saturday night.
Say hi to them. The Broussards watching. They got it hooked up to their television in Lafayette watching this one tonight.
Reaching far and away.
Yep. Cullen, I got you, buddy. On Shaw Eagles, right? No score here in the first. Eagle basketball. Over the top pass is going to be picked off. Turnover. Nice job and a great feed for the layup. Great job on the defensive end by Ranlett. Conversion by Delord, and Brother Martin scratches first.
Ranlett and Delord do a good job of working together.
Reed, good double team again. Be interesting to see how long West Laurendine goes with this lineup.
Well, right now he's got nothing to lose right now.
But so far they've been unable to penetrate, and that's what their guards do well if you play them that way. Knocked away, loose, retrieved. Penetration by Reed. Leaner is in. So Corey Reed Picked up the loose ball, penetrated, and ties the game.
Skillman tried to take a charge in there, but he was a little bit too far underneath the basket. If it was NBA, they would have that restraining ring. He was inside the ring.
And I like that, by the way. Dribble drive, nice leaner. Grant Delore with all 4. Crusaders up by 2. That's where Brother Martin won the first game against Shaw in the paint.
Well, they got the big guy in trouble, foul trouble, and you know, Delord and Randall are just so athletic.
Good effort there, and finally some substitutions for Shaw, as we will see Cam Johnson coming in for the first time, along with Gene Baquet. So Baquet is in along with Johnson for the Eagles. Barnes comes out, so does Moore. 2-point lead for Brother Martin.
Look out for Cameron Johnson. He is not afraid to put that ball up.
He's quick, too. Leading scorer at 17 a game. Reed got loose from 7, can't hit. Rebound control by Delord for the Crusaders. Out of Ranlett front court. 3:20 to play in the first, and a 4-2 lead for Brother Martin. Picked up the bounce and now goes baseline. Mismatch there. Didn't look to expose it, though. That's a real mismatch down on the baseline in terms of size. Now they switch off. A lot of patience on both ends. Ranlett spins, fakes again. Great position by Crawford. He just wouldn't go for any of those fakes. Out of bounds to Shaw. That's a great job by Crawford. And that's what happens when you've played somebody before. You've seen those moves. Well, this time you don't go for it.
You've played him before. You've watched the tape, and he just stood his ground. Didn't leave his feet. Stood his ground.
So many players are so intent on trying to block shots, and it gets them in trouble. Crawford just played great position defense there.
I'm sure that's one of the things Coach Laurendine emphasized. If you want to stay in a game, you're going to have to stay on your feet. You can't go for the block shots. You get yourself in foul trouble.
Wipe up a wet spot. Full court pressure will be employed by the Crusaders. 2:48 to play in the first. 4-2 game. Brother Martin on top. Little zone trap. Got in the middle. That always works. Johnson off the penetration. Doubled on the baseline. Found the open shooter but couldn't catch it cleanly. So Johnson tries to go back out top. Threw it away. Steal. There goes Skillman the other way. And a put up and a block. Won't go, but he'll shoot 2. Skillman on the steal. 4th turnover by the Eagles. And Shaw will pick up the foul. This is going to work against Jean Baquet.
A couple of ill-advised passes right there, especially that last one that got picked off.
Second team foul on Shaw, first on Baquet. At the line to shoot 2 is Corey Skillman. First one's up and perfect. And a 3-point lead.
Isaiah Barnes checking in the game.
So Barnes in for the first time at the 2:22 mark for Reed. So Shaw getting its players by and large on the floor now. Its primary guys. Second by Skillman. He knocked them both down to give the Crusaders a 4-point lead.
Shaw got 5.5 minutes out of their senior night starting lineup. That's pretty impressive.
But only 2 points. 2-1-2 zone trap, Brother Martin. Splits both. Johnson. Taylor. Got to the paint, put it up and missed it. And now Delord another board, his second. Brother Martin's got numbers. But the ball's knocked away and stolen. Johnson comes up with it. And a long pass to Crawford. Crawford in the paint. Nice back cut, but it's no good. And the rebound fought for, saved on the floor, put up, and that's missed. A missed layup, and the rebound by Hernandez. Taylor had a point-blank opportunity. Quickly the other way for a layup. Marvin Jones and Brother Martin on a 6-0 run with an 8-2 lead at the 1:30 mark. Crusaders are doing it with defense.
Yeah, and that's causing Archbishop Shaw right now to have another poor night so far shooting the ball.
Well, decision making. 1-2-2 look here by Chris Beal.
A little switch in the defense.
Give him a lot of different looks here. Until Shaw proves it can shoot it, they're going to see a lot of zone from teams. Barnes cut off by Hernandez on the baseline, and he is pushed out of bounds, so a foul will be called on Hernandez. That'll be his first, team's first. Officials doing a good job letting them play. Shaw substitutes Rodney Phillips, who normally starts a lot. Kenneth Taylor is out. Phillips, of course, a big body.
Isaiah Torregano in for
Brother
Hernandez.
Bad inbounds pass stolen by Torregano right away. He makes his presence felt. All the way to the paint, put it up, no good. Put back, no good. Rebound, Phillips. Could not finish. And the lead stays at 6 under a minute to play in the first. Johnson cut off nicely by DeLord. His Brother Martin's gone man-to-man. Boy, they're switching a lot. Long three by Johnson. Bottom.
You cannot give him a step. He's going to put it up.
Cameron Johnson with a triple makes it an 8-5 game with 25 seconds to play in the first. Here's Skillman. Bounce pass out high. Brock Randlett. Brother Martin can play for the final shot here if they wish, but the dribble penetration is there, but the shot is not, and Phillips rebounds. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Johnson on the move with 7 seconds. Johnson out top. Long three ball coming. That's back rim, no good. Off the heel, controlled by Randlett, and the first quarter comes to a close. So good defense in the first quarter, and at the end of one, it's an 8-5 lead for Brother Martin.
Yeah, Brother Martin's, now they're switching defenses. They've gone to that 1-2-2, then went back to the man-to-man. I like the fact, something that Coach Beal has done a couple of times in different looks. He's got his two big men playing the high post on defense up at the junction by the free throw line instead of down at the block. I think it gives him a little more quickness underneath the basket, and those guys have been drilled really well in blocking out. And then you've got DeLord and Randlett free to kind of like literally crash the boards on there. Shaw, hopefully they're getting into some rhythm offensively with Barnes in the game right now and Johnson in the game. Maybe get a little more fluidity out of that on the offensive end.
Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Riverlands Insurance Services, who encourages you to make your insurance game plan today. Riverlands is a proud recipient of the Top Insurance Workplace Award for 2019 for Insurance Business America. Call Riverlands at 1-800-336-4579 or go to riverlandsinsurance.com. And Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Lamarck Ford. Huge things are happening at the big store in Kenner. I was there today. It includes a huge selection of the pre-owned inventory in the brand new indoor showroom featuring all makes and models. Come see our remarkable deals and service. Stop by or go to Lamarck.com. Second quarter begins. Crusaders by 3 with the basketball. Randlett on the baseline. Skillman on the pull-up and buries it. Skillman with 4 and Brother Martin by 5.
The best part of Brother Martin's offense, the best shooting they do is when they drive inside and pull up and hit the goal short jumper.
Triple team got it out of there. Again, Brother Martin, another different look here. Almost like a 2-2-1. They've shown him a whole bunch of different looks. And there's the turnover coming the other way. Randlett will score. Outstanding defense by Brother Martin.
Well, and Randlett runs the floor so well, too.
And a 12-5 lead, biggest lead of the game for the Crusaders. Backcourt violation, another turnover for Shaw. That will be their 7th already. That's been a real issue for the Eagles.
That's something that comes from the defense that Brother Martin's playing.
It's been stellar.
Isaiah Crawford back in the game for Paquette.
Pass down low, stolen away. Nice anticipation by Johnson. Cam Johnson comes up with it. Quickly the other way. Crawford lays it in. There's what they need to do, transition. Well done. And now another steal. Johnson again explodes to the basket. Can't finish, though. And the rebound controlled by Jones, and he's on the move. And yet another good effort by Shaw goes out of bounds, though, to Brother Martin. Great effort by the Eagles.
Pace picking up a little bit now.
Definitely. Brother Martin will substitute here. Crusaders come in with DJ Fowler for the first time. So Fowler on the floor, the sophomore guard at 6 feet.
Fowler got a rare start Saturday night, scored 10 points.
12-7 game. Here's Rex Hernandez. Right corner three, Skillman. That's off the mark. Offensive rebound and put back by Grant Delord. And now Brother Martin back up 7, and we'll get a timeout with 6:14 to play in the first half. Brother Martin in control early in this game, much like the last game that was played at Conlin Gymnasium.
Well, they're shooting a lot better than they did in the first game. Delord is awake this game. He's playing much better than he did in that first game. Ranlett is still being Ranlett. But it's the defense right now. The defense, they're scoring off the defense. They're getting those traps. And Shaw is just, they keep going into the corner, into the short corner, and that's right where the trap is. That's right where Brother Martin wants them to go. So they're just Brother Martin is just funneling the offense, Shaw's offense, into those traps, and they're having a tough time getting out of those traps.
So a 7-point lead for the Crusaders with 6:14 to play in the first half here on senior night at Archbishop Shaw. Ken Trahan with Bill Gallagher from Marrero. Great to have you with us. Shaw will have the basketball as play resumes.
Extending that 2-2-1 zone a little bit.
Again, you don't see 2-2-1 very much. And again, as in West Laurentian's probably not seen it very much either. They've got to make an adjustment.
It's an element of surprise. But essentially, every zone, you end up guarding the same spots on the floor. You're going to guard both blocks, low blocks.
Well, it would seem that the corners would be the places that you'd have shots available.
There are weaknesses in every zone. It's up to the offense to be patient, move the ball, and find out where it is.
Not much motion against this zone, though, offensively. They go down low to Phillips. He draws the foul. Very strong young man, and he'll get to the line to shoot two. They were patient and got the ball inside. On this occasion, Delord draws the foul. It's his first. It's only the second team foul. Like the way this game is being called. Both teams are able to play. First free throw is up too strong by Phillips. Rodney with another coming. 6'2" junior. Second airborne. That's in. First point of the game for Rodney. Makes it 14-8. Full court pressure by the Eagles. Skillman. Hernandez, the Skillman. They play pitch and catch. And now Corey will take it, poked away by Barnes. Double team now, but a nice pass there to Hernandez. Hernandez always makes the right plays, and he finds the open shooter here. Doesn't he always make the right plays?
He sure does. He sure does. And then Ranlett with a little 9-foot jumper.
Ranlett knocks it down. Hernandez the assist, and the lead is 8. Biggest lead for Brother Martin. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. And Brother Martin will stay in that 2-2-1 zone. Here's the corner. It's going to be there, but you got to be able to knock down shots. Rebound control by Delord.
Yeah, the zone is challenging Shaw to start making some shots. If you're not going to make the shots, we'll stay in the zone.
Well, again, the corners are going to be there against the 2-2-1. It's a matter of, do you have that spot-up guy that you can put in those positions if you're West Laurendale? Nice curl. Wow. Knocked it down.
That's a really nice-looking shot.
Hernandez to Delord. And a timeout taken. And Brother Martin has opened up a double-digit lead at 18-8 with 4:17 to play in the first half. Crusaders are looking good.
Well, you know, they are. They're changing defenses, giving them different looks. Like you said, the corner may be open, maybe the weak spot in that 2-2-1. But if you're not hitting the shot, it's not a weak spot. Okay, if you can't take advantage of it, then it's not weak. You know, it's just the way you're going to play that defense. Shaw is just still in the throes of just a horrendous shooting slump. I mean, that's all you can say offensively. They're getting the open looks. They missed from the corner. They missed point blank layups. They've missed putbacks. Cameron Johnson hit a 3 from out there. You thought maybe that would spark them a little bit, but it really hasn't. So they're really having a whole lot of trouble shooting the ball. So a zone is exactly what Brother Martin wants to continue to play. And having said that, they'll probably switch to man-to-man. They stay in the 2-2-1, but they change the personnel.
I wouldn't change it based upon the success they're having. Wes Larndane throws his play sheet. He wanted something out of that. Didn't get it. Started over. Here's Barnes. Johnson. Crawford back in the game. Long 3 by Johnson. Boy, he can shoot.
I tell you, that's a 3.5-pointer.
Crawford the assist, and it's 18-11.
That's 25, 26 feet deep. That's in both of those threes have been that deep.
Baseline's there. That should have been goaltending. Went in anyway. DeLord puts it in. He's got 10 already, and it's 20-11. And Brother Martin getting the ball where they want it on the offensive end. There's the corner wide open. Wasn't looking to shoot. Just won't take the shot.
You could double it out there, but there's no need to because no one's making that shot.
Taylor wasn't looking to shoot it when he caught it. Phillips is not going to shoot it from there probably. Right. And the pass down low is knocked away. I mean, you've got to take that corner shot. You've got to make the defense respect you at some point to come out and play you.
Well, you do. So, all Shaw can do is continue to take that shot.
Inbounds pass stolen away by West. West with a breakaway. He'll put it up and he'll miss it. And the rebound controlled by Johnson.
Little freshman jitters there.
Knocked out of bounds here. And made a great play to come up with it, but then blew the layup. Brother Martin will get it back nonetheless. Shaw now with 9 turnovers in the game. Jordan West, great future ahead of him.
Two-sport athlete.
Skillman against Reed. Baseline, Strong. Crawford rebounds. Isaiah Crawford hasn't scored yet. They've got to get him involved. Nice pass to Phillips, and he missed the layup. Goodness gracious. Rebound control by Jones. Boy, it's tough when you get that perfect look.
He tried to be too perfect and lifted over the rim instead of using the backboard.
Drop step move here, no good. Rebound control by Reed. Transition game, that should work, but he missed that too. Shaw just can't convert at all.
Cannot score.
DeLord's 5th rebound. They're getting great opportunities. That's 2 straight right at the rim. Couldn't score. 2 minutes to play in the half. Crusaders by 9. Randlett to West. Brother Martin resets against man-to-man defense. Marvin Jones. Minute 30 to play in the half, and a travel here on the stop. Didn't stop in time. 5th turnover for Brother Martin. Gives it back to the Eagles.
Right before that, I was going to say, Jones just made a couple of good decisions there when he dribbles the ball into the corner there. He keeps his dribble. Shaw dribbles to the corner and pulls up. He kept his dribble and was able to dribble out. Right there on that turnover, he pulled up his dribble and walked. Keep your
Johnson
dribble,
fumbled and got it back. Alive. Taylor got to the paint. Can't finish. Offensive rebound, Crawford. His 5th rebound and his first points. They need to get Isaiah Crawford the basketball. He can make plays. Under a minute to play in the half. Step through the defense and can't finish. Tipped out of bounds though to Brother Martin. He'll get a second chance. But again, getting to the paint. Brother Martin's been able to do that with consistency with DeLord and Randlett in particular.
That's reminiscent of Saturday night also. They got to the paint. Randlett was able to finish up inside. They got a lot of offensive rebounds. And in fact, over the point of the season,
Inbounds pass and a shot short and controlled by Crawford. Crawford's got 6 boards now. Crawford will take it himself. Crawford, strong move, great pass, but he wasn't looking to shoot. 3 ball on the inside out, in and out. Tough break. Rebound controlled by Delore. But not too many guys willing to take that shot for Shaw
from
the perimeter.
They're a little shell-shocked right now.
That's blocked by Johnson. Nice cut to the basket. Skillman. And a 9-point lead with 8 seconds left.
Corey Reed.
And now it's 22-16 as Reed knocks down. Big shot, 2 seconds, 1 second. Clock runs out. So at halftime, Shaw has cut the deficit to 6 at 22-16 on the Reed three-pointer, their third three-pointer of the half. And Brother Martin's really controlled the game, but Shaw's only down 6, a little bit like the first matchup, right?
Yeah, they never did really pull away until later in the second half because the shooting problems just kept getting worse and worse for Shaw. Here again, Shaw is not shooting the ball well. They're just missing everything underneath, in the corner. They're having a really difficult time. Reed, that's a nice. I'm sure they're excited about Reed. Reed only averages 4 points a game. He got that 3 right there. May not have been what they drew up, but somebody's got to step up and score for them. Brother Martin defensively has caused. Did Shaw get the double figures in turnovers, or are they still on 9?
Shaw's got 9 turnovers.
9 turnovers.
Right now.
9 turnovers and a half is not going to win you too many ball games. So the defense for Brother Martin, you got they're very quick defensively. And you've got in Ranelagh and Delord, you got 2 guys who have an extended wingspan that is really defending the shots well and deflecting shots. So Shaw dug themselves out of the hole a little bit. They're only down by 6. They were down by 10 at one point. So they're within 6. That's a 2-possession game. It's still there for them, but I don't like the way it's going for them right now because they're just not shooting the ball.
And sometimes when they have the looks against the zone, they're not taking the shot. So, and you've got to take it because you've got to get defenders to try to extend. That's the only way you're going to be able to get the ball down low to somebody like Crawford or Phillips for that matter.
I think they're shell-shocked. They're afraid to shoot now because nothing's going in. So they're thinking, well, let me pass it to somebody else. And, every shot you don't take, you don't make. So, you're right. You got to start taking those shots. You got to keep putting it up, work for a better shot, but don't just throw it into the corner and throw it back out. Maybe something off of that, throwing the ball into the corner. But, Brother Martin is going to stay in that zone for the most part, I would think. Maybe switch every now and then into a man-to-man just to give them a different look. But they're going to stay in that zone because Shaw has not proven that they can beat the zone.
Well, as a result, the 22-16 lead for the Crusaders at the break. And again, Brother Martin led 8-5 after one quarter. They've led the whole way. Shaw has not had the lead in this game. We had one tie at 2-2. That was it. But Shaw's never seen the upside in this game to this point. All right, as a coach, what do you do against a 2-2-1? It's obvious to me, just the eye test, that the corners, if you move the ball, are going to be there by the very fact that you have one guy down low and he can't possibly extend to both corners.
Well, I think that's what Shaw is doing, what they need to do. They're getting the ball in the corner. It's like you said, they're not willing to take that shot. I think you may have to do something like put Cameron Johnson into that corner because he's certainly not afraid to shoot it. So maybe get Johnson into that corner and see if he can get some shots off there. Because Brother Martin is not looking to trap in the corner. If you don't trap in that corner, then Johnson's going to he doesn't need much space to put his shots, to get his shot off. So if there's no trap in the corner, he's the guy that could take advantage of that weakened part of the defense.
And as for Brother Martin on the offensive end, again, they're getting most of what they'd like to get. And once again, they're controlling play in the paint, which they did in the first game. Able to get there, sometimes convert, sometimes not. But again, they have had the better of it on the inside in this game. And as I mentioned, I like the officiating this game. We've only seen 4 fouls called in the entire game.
Well,
so the players are clearly controlling this.
You know, a couple of these officials also did the JV game, and we were here for that, watched some of that, and we said the same thing about that they were letting the JV guys play. And, you know, there have not been any outlandish missed calls here. A couple of pulls, a couple of grabs that maybe could have been called, but as you said, they're letting them play. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Only four fouls in the whole half to begin with.
No doubt. You look forward from this game. The Crusaders will host Archbishop Rummel Thursday night. The Eagles will play at River Ridge against John Curtis Christian on Friday night as they both continue league play. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 35 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. That's Gibbs Construction. And our thanks to the Gibbs family for their continued support of what we're able to do and have been doing now for a long time. We launched this website early 2008, Bill, and here we are 12 years later. And still doing this, almost 13 now, actually.
Yep.
So I can't count. It's almost 13. April 1st of 2008. So we're talking close to 13 years now. So God willing, we'll be here 13 years from now. And Bill will be here still calling games, for crying out loud.
I hope so.
Are you up to that?
I sure am. I love this. This is so much less stressful than coaching. I just love doing this.
By the way, we want to encourage people to go back and watch the replay of the 2 power rankings #1 teams in the state and girls action from last night, where Ponchatoula defeated Mount Carmel Academy 50-29. You can go back and watch the replay at CrescentCitySports.com. Once again, our thanks to Tricia Landesh and to Jamie Tomatis for their kindness and support in helping us to get that accomplished. And you can watch the replay at CrescentCitySports.com. The Ponchatoula girls team is awfully good, Bill.
They're a really good team. I really don't. I don't see anybody stepping in their way, giving them much of a challenge. I mean, you never know when you get to the playoffs. Hahnville, we've seen them before. They're pretty good, and there are a couple other teams up in the north that are pretty decent. But I tell you what, Ponchatoula, you've got 2 girls on that team that have both scored over 1,000 points in their high school career, and that's a pretty tough duo to stop in high school basketball when you got 2 elite scorers like that.
Oh, look, I mean, they were very impressive when you go back and look at it. Jaylee Womack and Amora Graves, both really good players, but they've got other good players too. Jada Clark, Presley Walls, Taylor Jackson. They're all good. That's a good basketball team, well coached, and they're going to be a major factor. Mount Carmel will too in Division I, but John Curtis has won 4 in a row at that level, and they're still good. And they have 2 wins over Mount Carmel this year, so the Lady Patriots are still very, very good, and I think they'll be very tough in the Division I playoffs once again this year. Nice crowd here tonight in Marrero. Brother Martin leading Archbishop Shaw 22-16 at the half. Let's go over the first half scoring for you. First of all, for Archbishop Shaw, Cameron Johnson with 6 points on a pair of 3-pointers. Corey Reed with 5 points as a 3-pointer. Isaiah Crawford with 2. Rodney Phillips with 1. Crawford, by the way, with 6 rebounds, and they've got to get him more involved as this game progresses. For Brother Martin in the first half, Marvin Jones with 2, Brock Randler with 4, Corey Skillman with 6, Grant Delord has 10 points and 6 rebounds. You have any other stats you want to add in, Bill?
Yeah, points in the paint. Brother Martin's got 18 of their 22 points inside the paint. Like I said, they do not score much from the 3-point line or from the free throw line. So they're getting all their shots, all their points inside the paint. Shaw, on the other hand, 6 points inside the paint. Shooting, Brother Martin shooting 43%, and Shaw only shooting 30%. That's got to improve for them if they're going to have a shot at this game.
Both teams emerging back on the floor to get ready for the start of the second half. I can't imagine that Chris Beal will change his defense. I got to believe he stays with that zone.
He'll tinker somehow or another because he knows that Coach Laurendine is in there, making his own adjustments. So there's going to be some type of an adjustment, but I think the base is going to be the same. One of the differences in this game also from the first game, at halftime of the first game, Brother Martin had 14 points off of turnovers, and Shaw had none. So, there's certainly not any kind of statistic like that tonight. Points off turnovers, it's 6-4, Brother Martin, tonight. So, teams are the second time they see each other, they're able to do a better job against that, and that's what's happening.
And rebounds are virtually even in this game. I mean, that's been virtually the same, 14-13. So, Shaw had trouble in that area in the first game. They're doing a better job tonight, but just unable to score the basketball.
Just not able to shoot the ball.
They've had some point-blank shots they couldn't finish, and then they've been hesitant to take the three.
I tell you what Coach Beal told his coaches at halftime, I'm pretty sure, is we want to get out of this gym before Shaw starts shooting the ball well again, because once they find their stroke, that's going to be a really dangerous team.
Well, there's also some continuity issues because they didn't start their normal guys, so there was a little bit of discombobulation from trying to get yourself acclimated by not starting the guys that are used to playing together. Second half, it's going to be a different look for Shaw, as we're going to see Barnes and Johnson out there together with Crawford, with Buckett, and also with Taylor, so they have the guys they want to start the second half. As we get set to start the second half, Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute. At Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute, each patient receives the same personalized care and innovative treatment as the professional athletes they treat every day. Get back in the game as quickly and safely as possible with the team that treats more than 30,000 athletes per year. Learn more at ochsner.org/sportsmed. 22-16, Brother Martin, as the third quarter is set to begin. Shaw basketball to start the third quarter. Wes Laurendine says we got a wet spot.
Wet spot or something. One of the Shaw players pointed that out.
So we have a cameraman doing double duty. We talked about that. Boy, they do everything. A little bit of double duty, triple duty, whatever it takes. The guy taking pictures for Archbishop Shaw is the guy mopping up the wet spot. Even Coach Laurendine came out and said, if I need to do it, I'll do that too, whatever the case may be.
Well, a smart coach, later on in the game, if there's a wet spot, he will go out and do it on purpose, because then he can pull his guys around him and get a little unofficial timeout while he's taking a little bit too long to wipe up the floor.
I think they're satisfied that the wet spot has been erased, absorbed, eradicated. Let's go. Second half underway. Here's Johnson. It's a different look defensively for Brother Martin. They match up now is what they're doing, man-to-man. Pass knocked away, stolen. Spin, put it up, too strong. Offensive rebound, though. And now taken away, jump ball. Alternate possession, Brother Martin. The Skillman came up with that. Off the 10th turnover by Shaw. And Brother Martin will keep it. As Chris Beal shows them a different look to start the second half, and it pays off.
Yep.
They seem to be a step ahead in terms of making the switches and creating some cause for pause by the Shaw team offensively. Coach Laurendine's outstanding. He'll make adjustments here for sure. Another wet spot.
Chris Beal's got an excellent and a very experienced coaching staff with him. Tommy Smith, Joey Barnett, both graduates and ex-players at Brother Martin.
Yep.
Evan Turkish, who Chris Beal has known for a long, long time.
Real good people, and of course I had Joey at UNO, great guy, great friend, and of course Wes Laurendine has a good staff with Derek Charles, Connor Belden, and Dylan Vo as well. Skillman will bring it in. Delord had a good first half. Restart the offense with Jones. Shaw man-to-man defensively. A lot of people touching the ball here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, a good ball movement here. Outstanding ball movement. Patience.
If they could shoot the three, they would have had a couple of shots already here, but they're not looking for the three.
It's not their game.
No, and they know that. They're very well coached and very disciplined. They know that's not their game. They're going to work a little bit harder and get a better shot, like that one.
There it is in the paint. Not going to get a better look than that. Offensive rebound, stick back Jones. Third rebound, fourth point for Jones, 8-point lead, Brother Martin. Brother Martin man-to-man defensively. Baquet. Jump pass, extra pass. Johnson passed up the shot though. I think he's got to take that shot. DeLord, 7th rebound. Randlin in transition, beautifully done. Timeout Shaw. Brother Martin's up 10. 26-16 at the 6:19 mark. Again, what I mean, Johnson got the penetration, but a very tough contested shot as opposed to having the open look for three.
And I got to think that offense was designed, that offensive play was designed to get him that three-point shot. I mean, he is their three-point shooter. I can't believe that he passed that one up. I think Coach Laurendine's wondering the same thing. Why did you pass that shot up? So just like that, we're back to a 10-point lead for Brother Martin.
And a quick timeout by Archbishop Shaw. Try to settle this down. Again, watch Chris Beal out of the timeout. He might change defenses again.
Very, very well might.
As you get the timeout and you start to plan how to attack it. Shaw's got to be, against man-to-man, it's got to be. The plan of attack has to be beat them off the bounce unless they don't play you for the shot. And if they don't play you for the shot, as I mentioned in the first half, got to take some of those.
You got to take it.
And so far, Barnes has not scored for Shaw, and Crawford has just 2.
Barnes only had 6 the first night. They played.
Crawford at the high post. Well, if you get the quicker ball movement, you get the open look there. Here's an open look created. Unable to convert. Randlin and Crawford battle for it. Ends up on the floor. Good job by Torregano to pick it out.
Balls on the floor going to Brother Martin.
50-50 balls.
Halfway balls, 50-50.
Baseline DeLord. Nice cutoff by Crawford. Crawford stayed out of foul trouble in this game and defended well. Just need to get him going on the offensive end. Randlin. Early in the shot clock, elected not to try to back his man down, and the Crusaders will keep it. Again, you can be patient when you're controlling the pace of play and you're up by 10.
Well, and when you know that the other team is struggling on offense.
Marvin Jones, and he traveled. Turnover number 6 by Brother Martin.
Let's see what Shaw does here. They get a little hand signal from the sidelines from Coach Laurendine, so we'll see what's coming.
Yeah, we'll see if Brother Martin stays in man-to-man here. Looks like they will. Not really sure until you see a team advance it. Well, a lot of wet spots tonight. This time, Tom Aleph does the job. Way to go, Tom. Outstanding athletic director. Cam Johnson.
Staying in that man.
Open shot here off the window. There's Crawford. They got to get him going.
Nice looking shot.
And he can do some damage down low. Has the size and the athleticism to do it. And against man defense, he'll get those opportunities. Hand check on the baseline. Foul is on Shaw's Jean Baquet. That'll be his second foul. Only the first team foul and only the third foul of the game against Shaw and only 2 against Brother Martin. That's why this game has moved quickly. Hotly contested inbounds pass. Jones finds the open shooter. Skillman has 8.
Again, another 7-foot shot right inside the paint. Another 2 points from the paint.
Getting what they want on the offensive end, and that's why you have a 10-point lead. Johnson cut off. Pull up from 12 is too strong. Crawford, nice rebound. Put it on the floor, though, and that's when it gets knocked away. Now picked up by Barnes. Open look for three. Boy, they just can't hit it. Offensive rebound, though, by Taylor.
Baquet probably not their best three-point shooter.
Crawford double teamed in the paint. Nice step through, but again, no finish. Rebound to Lord.
A lot of chances for Shaw there, and they weren't able. Oh
my.
Big collision.
Randall traveled.
They're okay.
They traveled before contact, so turnover, Brother Martin. Everybody's all right.
That could have been a whole lot worse than it was. That was a collision.
And we'll get another wet spot wiped up here. So the stoppages in play in this game have not been because of fouls. They've been because of wet spots. An inordinate number of those. And a 10-point lead for Brother Martin here with 3:54 to play in the third.
Archbishop Shaw had a lot of chances that last possession. They just could not convert.
Crawford to bring it in. Cam Johnson and a couple of three-pointers in the first half. Now Brother Martin sets up in zone again. Switch up one more time.
Back to that 2-2-1.
Nice pass inside. That's a great look. Baquet converts from Taylor. 28-20. A rare open look in the paint for Shaw. Gets him within 8. And a turnover. Third of the quarter for Brother Martin, their 8th of the game.
See, as much as it seems like Brother Martin is dominating this game due to the Shaw's missed opportunities offensively and the turnovers, it's just an 8-point game. Brother Martin just can't put them away.
It's pretty similar to the first game, honestly.
It is.
Having watched that one. Like a 2-3 look now, and there's another turnover. Loose on the floor, though. Great hustle by Baquet. Gets it to Crawford, and he will finish. That's great hustle by Baquet.
A little spark of life from the Eagles.
Because of hustle.
Well, and they got that 50-50 ball.
That's it, hustle. 6-point game. Boy, look at Shaw defensively extending. Johnson will go all the way. Timeout called, and a 4-point game. Here come the Eagles. Cameron Johnson with the steal and conversion, and the 5th turnover in the quarter for Brother Martin, and a 6-0 run for the Eagles. They've cut the deficit to 4 at the 2:38 mark of the third quarter.
Definitely a needed timeout by Brother Martin there. The fatigue that we mentioned early on in the game is, I think, beginning to show a little bit. Another thing, also, you got Rex Hernandez in the corner over there. He hasn't come in. He did not start the half and has not come in, and he's not sitting on the bench. He's up standing on the side. So I don't know if he's got some type of an injury.
Yeah, they're dealing with him right now.
Yeah, something with some
ice.
I don't know if it's a migraine. I don't remember him getting hit in the head.
And again, he's such a glue player. I mean, he does all the right things, and the stats don't show you anything about his value to their team, because he's the guy that you trust to make all of the right decisions.
I affectionately call him the trash man, because he just picks up all the things. He picks up a loose ball. He picks up an assist. He picks up a charge.
Great pressure defense. Skillman.
Right into a trap.
But got out of it and finds Randall, and he's fouled. That's a good foul there by Shaw, because Randall was going to finish
Randall was going to finish that and score. Yeah.
It's going to be on Moore, I believe. Only the second team foul, his first personal. The 2:28 mark of the third. Brother Martin keeps it. Dominican beat Mount Carmel tonight in basketball, so big win for Dominican. Gain a split of that season series. We'll see how that's going to impact Mount Carmel, whether they'll still be a number 1 seed or not. That was their final game of the regular season.
I think those brackets will come out Sunday, I suppose. Huh?
Off the inbounds miss. That's an air ball, but Brother Martin will run it down, but couldn't save it. Here comes Johnson. Dribble drive, Crawford, cut off. Open shooter for 3. Oh, it spun out. What a bad break for Eagles, and foul a rebound. That would have been huge for Archbishop Shaw, as they've really ramped up the pressure, and they're really doing the job on the defensive end. in this quarter. With the double teams and quickness, West says clear out. Open look, short. Offensive rebound, West. Shaw really attacking the basketball, creates the open look. Not there, but a third chance. The Lord has his 9th rebound. So 3 opportunities for Brother Martin here at the 1:30 mark. You get the feeling this is a key 1:30 in this game.
They've gone cold themselves in this part of the quarter.
Shaw really extending its defense, and there's the turnover. Crawford the steal. Crawford explodes to the hole. He'll get 2 shots. Well, I love the aggressiveness of the entire Shaw team, and certainly there by Isaiah Crawford, who's really come on strong in this quarter.
Yeah, I think Shaw has stepped it up. They're feeling it now. They got a lot of support. Hey, I'm looking over here to my right, and that's like the biggest student section I've seen all year long due to the COVID.
Here's Crawford with 6.7 rebounds at the line with a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And Brother Martin's making some really uncharacteristic errors. That pass right there was kind of to nobody.
Yeah, 6 turnovers in the quarter. And we'll get a substitution here as Marvin Jones returns, replacing Fowler. Elsewhere in the district tonight, Jesuit 23, Rummel 14 at the half. In Metairie. Second free throw in and out. Stays a 3-point game. Randlett got his second board. As we approach 1 minute to play in the third, 3-point lead for the Crusaders. Jones crashed into the defender, set up beautifully. Just a great job by Baquet. And the Shaw defense has just been terrific this quarter.
You saw that coming. Jones just kind of lowered his head and said, I'm going to the goal.
And Baquet waited for him patiently. That's 7 turnovers for Brother Martin in the quarter. They only had 5 in the first half.
Yeah, I really think fatigue is starting to set in. I'm a little surprised that Coach Beal hadn't gone to his bench a little bit more. And now it's kind of too late. It's only a 1 possession.
And again, we haven't seen Hernandez at all. He has that ice pack to his chin and head, most noticeable on the Brother Martin bench.
I don't know
again,
if it's
another wet spot being attended to.
These wet spots,
this is a great floor, and the temperature's fine in here. Is it guys hitting the floor? I mean, I don't know. It's a really good playing surface.
I know. There was one right there to start the second half.
Correct.
There was nobody there.
Right. Which makes you wonder.
And there have been a couple at half court.
Makes you wonder as you look up at any condensation or anything. I don't see it. But it's been an inordinate number of stoppages in this game because of that.
And you know what? Shaw seems to be playing over those and they're not letting it bother them. Brother Martin's the one that seems to be bothered a little bit more now. They're kind of out of sync.
Crusaders go man-to-man on this possession. So they'll look for Crawford if they can, right? Johnson off the dribble. Johnson off the dribble, and Crawford to try to do some work if he's able to post up. There he is. Spins, can't shoot. Good defense. And a turnover here. Stolen away by Skillman. On the move the other way. Ran it all the way. And a block will be called here. 2 shots are coming. Good call. And foul's going to work against Aubrey Moore. Second. Free throws coming for Brock Randlett, who's got 6 points, 2 rebounds in the game. A little bit too much dribbling there, trying to split defenders in traffic.
Yeah, I think so.
That turnover. 4th of the quarter for Shaw. They've got 12 in the game. Each team now with 12 turnovers. 3-point game. Randlett can make it a 2-possession game here. Brock Randlett. Only 47% from the free throw line on the season.
No, Brother Martin's only shooting less than 60% as a team.
Looked pretty good there as he knocks down the first, his 7th point of the game. Crusaders come back in with DJ Fowler. Eagles come back in with Isaiah Barnes. And Barnes hasn't scored yet. Randlett looking for point number 8, and he's got it. Randlett knocks them both down. It's 30-25. So one shot likely coming here for Shaw. Down by 5. Johnson just yo-yoing the dribble. Out near the timeline. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. They got to get moving.
Got to get going. Got to get
7.
going.
Well, they're standing around. It's one-on-one here. Johnson to the baseline. Can't shoot. That's what happens when you wait too long. They're not going to get a shot up. Crawford did, but it was way too late. Waited too long to start that possession.
You know, that's another peeve that I have, a pet peeve. You know, the team is looking for a last shot of the half or the quarter, and the point guard will just stand in the corner up top, up high, and just let the clock run down. And you know, you're not giving yourself a chance. You're not moving on offense. Everybody's standing around, and you can't just flip the switch and get it back into it. So, you know, I think you need to run your offense in that situation and see if you get an open shot, whenever you get it on the clock, take it. Why pass that up? But you wait for something like that, and you got a 50-50 chance that you're not going to get a good shot off at the end of the quarter, and that's exactly what happened here.
So a 5-point lead for Brother Martin. Shaw got it cut to 3, but got no closer as they had a turnover that really hurt them when they had a little bit of momentum going there.
Well, that turnover and then that last possession right there, you know, they could have the lead.
Fourth quarter set to begin. 5-point lead for Brother Martin. Shaw ball to start the fourth quarter. So here we go with the fourth quarter. Johnson. Crawford on the drive. Strong double team. Boy, they're doubling him anytime he tries to get to the paint.
As soon as he gets inside the lane.
Johnson off the dribble, too strong. One shot, that's all, as Jones clears the board. His fourth. Five-point lead for Brother Martin. Jones crossing over. Jones with a left hand and got it. Good move by Marvin Jones. He's got 6. The lead back up to 7.
Jones very confident in that play.
Open 3, back rim. Strong rebound by Delord. He's got double-figure rebounds in this game with 10.
Double-double?
Double-double, 10 and 10. 7 minutes to play. Brother Martin by 7. 7 and 7. Lucky 7. Game started at 7, right? Down low and 1. Great opportunity. Jones finds Randlett. He puts it home. He's in double figures with 10. And he'll go to the line with a chance for the three-point play.
And just like that, this lead has gone from 5 to
it may very well end up being double
10.
figures in a moment again.
Yep.
Back up to where they were earlier at 18-8 and at 26-16. They've led by 10 twice. Phillips returns. Baquet will leave for the Eagles. Just no consistency on the offensive end for Shaw throughout the night. You got to give Brother Martin a lot of credit there.
Yeah, I think they're a big part
of the three-point play.
A big part of the reason why is Brother Martin's defense. But Shaw's had this problem for this is the fourth game now.
Crawford comes way out high to get a touch here. Reed reversed the dribble. Good pass to Phillips, but he fumbled the ball, and an offensive foul is called. Randlett took the hit. Reed commits the foul. Turnover Shaw, and the Crusaders get it back, already up by 10.
Another wet spot.
Well, you can understand why there, with 2 players hitting the floor.
They might close the bridge before this game is over, Ken.
Randlett will bring it in. Jones has done a solid job with Brother Martin, handling the ball and distributing. Delord, back rim. And it's out of bounds to Brother Martin. Again, a second chance for the Crusaders. Shaw had 2 players there, but neither one could get the board.
Yeah, that was tough. The best thing out of that right there was that he just went out of bounds with the ball instead of trying to throw it in.
Whistle and a foul called on the inbounds pass here. That's going to work against Phillips, Rodney Phillips. And that's the 6th team foul on Shaw, so we may see free throws yet in this game as Brother Martin comes in with Torregano. Crawford tapped it away, but the Lord got it back. Open look for 3. That's off. Long rebound. Barnes, and he's on the run. Barnes will go all the way with the right hand and one. That's his first points of the game. A key player for Shaw. He finally gets on the board, and they need him now.
Well, Barnes is still trying to feel his way back. He's only played in 3 or 4 games, coming back from that injury, so it's just taking him a little bit longer. But there you go, another instance where Shaw looks like they're going to be out of it here. It's possibly going to a 10, 12-point deficit, and they're right back in it again.
Barnes trying to complete a 3-point play. Finished with his right hand. The left-hander puts it up. That's not close. Rebound to Lord. So the lead is 8. Shaw needs a couple of stops. Jones with penetration. Phillips, strong rebound. Brother Martin back defensively. Hit the floor, did Barnes. Called timeout. What did they call the jump ball?
Jump ball.
They call that a jump ball. He was trying to call timeout. I saw that. And that's what he's not happy about. Didn't give it to him. Turnover Shaw. And when the Eagles get a stop, they turn it back over. 14 turnovers for Shaw. Jones splits 2 defenders. Great pass to Randlett. 13 for Randlett. Jones playing very well.
Jones having an excellent game.
10-point lead for the Crusaders. The 5:30 mark. Dribble drive. Johnson blow by. What a move. Cameron Johnson, special move. He's got 10. Cuts the lead to 8. Timeout Shaw with 5:24 to play.
Yeah, I really like what he did there, going underneath the goal and using the goal as part of, to help fend off the defense there. That's just, that's a really tough move.
Well, when you're listed at 5'9" and you don't look that tall, you've got to be creative to be able to get shots off against much bigger players inside. He does it with quickness, and he does it with smarts.
Yeah, and that particular possession right there, DeLord picked him up top, and he just blew past DeLord. I mean, DeLord's quick himself, but he just blew right past him.
Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team. With 19 locations throughout Southeast Louisiana, we'll see you today. Go to ladentalcenter.com to find out more. 5:24 left. 8-point lead for the Crusaders. You know Shaw's going to extend on defense and try to double. Trap when possible. Jones has handled the pressure very well for Brother Martin. Full court pressure by Shaw.
4 across for Brother Martin.
Skillman and Jones will handle the ball. Here's Skillman. They go for the double. He stepped out of bounds. Yep. Pressure got to him, and he stepped out of bounds clearly. Turnover by Brother Martin.
Too much dribbling. Dribbled it right in the corner, got trapped, and stepped on the sideline.
Chris Beal yells, why? That's the last place you want it, is in the corner. Here's Cam Johnson the other way. Brother Martin goes
Back
zone again. Dribble penetration. Barnes lost it again. Lost it again. And again. Brother Martin's got it. And now they're going to say, what's the call? Timeout? I think they gave Brother Martin a timeout. I didn't see a held ball situation. They did. So a turnover by Shaw. Timeout, Brother Martin. Good hustle by the Crusaders there.
So they'll keep possession.
With 4:59 left. And an 8-point lead. And Brother Martin keeps the ball. Next foul puts Brother Martin at the line. The rest of the way, my guess is Shaw's going to use those fouls and put them at the line. They're going to have to get clock stoppages and possessions to have a chance and hope for some misses at the line.
Skillman shoots 70% from the free throw line. The Lord's at 66. After that, it drops off pretty steep.
Gotcha.
Although Saturday night, Randlett got hurt on a foul and could not shoot the fouls. Chris Beal puts seldom used Nick Edler in the game as a substitute, and he drills the 2 free throws.
That was pretty impressive.
Yes, it was.
4:50 to play in the game. There's a steal. Barnes, good dish. Oh, he made the pass there, didn't challenge. And running the floor, Johnson gets the basket. Barnes the assist. Shaw's within 6. Defensive intensity is there. Randlett will drive it. Randlett will shoot it. He'll miss it. Rebound controlled by Isaiah Barnes.
A rare miss by Randlett in paint.
Open look for 3. No good. Long rebound. There is Johnson again. Can't finish. And a rebound by DeLorde. He's been a monster down low. 12 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, he's played one of his best games tonight.
That was a big chance for the Eagles. Got an open look for 3. Couldn't hit it.
Same old story, huh?
Yep. Under 4 minutes left. 6-point lead. Wide open. Jones.
Good penetration by Skillman, and Jones just snuck behind the defense at the low post, at the block for the easy basket.
8-point lead once again for Brother Martin. Here's Crawford a long 3. Nope. And a rebound controlled by Brother Martin. Skillman has it, his second. Crusaders on the run, have numbers. Wisely pull it out though. Skillman. A very long guy. Jones hit the floor, goes out of bounds. They're going to say Brother Martin ball. And Shaw can't believe it. And they're going to they're going to call a technical foul on Wes Laurendine. And that could be it.
That's a bad set of circumstances here.
You might have had a good argument, Bill. Having said that,
we are on the other side.
We are on the other side of the floor, and down by 8, that's tough. Because now Skillman can really extend the lead, and Brother Martin will keep the ball. Frustration because you're just not playing the way you're capable. Skillman can't convert.
Hey, you could have avoided that technical. The official, just go to one of the other officials and ask for some help. If they can't give you help, then you tee them up.
Skillman splits a pair.
1 out of 2.
And it's a 9-point lead, 3-possession game. Closest Shaw's been able to get is 3. Have been on the teetering on the edge of threatening, but never really have threatened to take the lead here in this game.
They've had to work so hard.
They have. Split the double team and pull it back out. Again, a foul will put Brother Martin at the line the rest of the way. Shaw's going to have to start thinking that way soon if they can't get a steal. Skillman turned it over.
Skillman just, last 2 or 3 times down, just too much dribbling.
Johnson couldn't handle the pass cleanly.
He was looking to put that one up.
Certainly was. He'll pull up here. That's off. And DeLorde, yet another board, is 13. Now lost it.
They lost it. They got it back.
Brother Martin got it back.
They got it back.
Skillman comes out of there with 2:20 to play. Brother Martin in control by 9 with the ball. Great bounce pass. Layup good. Skillman the assist. Layup by Randlett. He's got 15. It's been all Randlett in the second half. 42-31.
Randlett did what Johnson did there. Used the goal to help deflect the defender.
Phillips attacks. Phillips scores. Off the pass from Johnson. Timeout Shaw. Phillips with 3 points in the game, and it's 42-33 with 1:55 to play. Now if you're West Lauderdale, you got to think go for the steal or foul pretty quickly, I would think, against a team that doesn't shoot free throws that well. The next two fouls are just 1-and-1s.
That's what I always like to do. I'd like to foul it, as soon as I could to give myself a chance. Okay, and especially when Brother Martin is not a really good free throw shooting team, then yeah, I mean that's really the course of action that you need to take. You certainly want the steal first.
Brother Martin poised to be 6-0 in this league the way this game is unfolding. With 1:55 to play. Both coaches stressing what they want here.
See how quickly Shaw fouls and puts Brother Martin at the line, play the free throw game. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of defense Brother Martin comes out of the timeout.
Crusader ball in backcourt against full court pressure. Skillman will be the trigger man.
Look for a cheap basket here, possibly Randlett or DeLord running the length of the floor and trying to beat the defense down the floor.
West in the game for Brother Martin.
To me, that's who you want to foul is West, the freshman.
But they're not fouling yet. 1:45 left. Now they do. But they foul Jones. Cam Johnson reaching around.
Jones only a 43% free throw shooter. Now the thing is, you don't know how many free throws he shot on the season.
Sure, I mean the numbers are skewed by the attempts.
But this deep into the season, and you know the young man plays a good bit of ball. So
Jones has had a really good game. That's off. Rebound Crawford.
So it works that time if they can convert.
Leaner is good. Attacking right away Taylor. His first two of the game. And it's 42-35 and quickly a foul against the Eagles.
So they fouled
Johnson again.
They fouled West, the freshman. Now he did hit a couple of free throws in the JV game under pressure. So
he has to step up here. Now it's still a 1-and-1. The next foul would be a two-shot foul. But this is a 1-and-1, which means you have to hit the first to get the bonus. In a 7-point game. High arch and won't go. Rebound control by Taylor.
Johnson wants that ball.
Crawford attacking the baseline. Great move down low. Isaiah Crawford. He's got 9. The lead is 5. Here's Randlett all the way. Randlett scores. Transition for Brother Martin, and it's been all Randlett in the second half. He's got 13 in the second half, and the lead is back up to 7. Long three. That's off the mark. Rebound, Johnson went and got his own. Leans in, gets fouled. That's what Shaw wants. Stop the clock. Get to the line.
Yeah, that's not what Brother Martin wanted. You can see the look of despair on Coach Beal's face over there.
Randlett commits the foul, but what a second half he's had with 13 points in this half.
I think what concerns Coach Beal more in that situation right there is the second chance points.
Cam Johnson hits the first.
Giving up the offensive rebound.
Cuts the deficit to 6. Substitution for Brother Martin will come in with DJ Fowler, replacing Marvin Jones. Next foul is a 2-shot foul. Brother Martin on the offensive end. Johnson can't get the second. That's a key miss. Rebound stuffed. Out of bounds to Shaw, but a good offensive rebound by Aubrey Moore with great anticipation. No one blocked him out. Shaw gets it back, down 6.
If Shaw had started playing with this type of energy a little bit sooner, this would be a different game right now.
Less than a minute to play now. Eagles must score. Dribble penetration. Barnes all the way, but he used a left hand. Put back won't go. Crawford puts it in. Crawford scores. He's got 11.
You got to foul right away.
And it's 44-40. Brother Martin beats the pressure. They got a man wide open. Don't see him. Goes out of bounds. That's Shaw basketball. Crawford forced the turnover by Brother Martin. 5th of the quarter for the Crusaders. And with 40.4 seconds left, the Eagles down 4 have the ball at center court.
Jones comes back in for Skillman.
Closest Shaw has been is 3 points since the beginning of the game. They're down 4 with the ball here. 38 seconds, and they need a sense of urgency here. Barnes to the baseline. Barnes reversing. Barnes can't score, and that's the big miss. And the rebound controlled by Fowler, and a foul right away. Well, that was the Eagles' chance right there.
Right there.
It's a 2-shot foul. As they're over the limit now in the double bonus. So with 28.2 seconds left, a 4-point lead, Brother Martin, and a chance to stretch that. At the line is DJ Fowler. And again, it's a 2-shot foul for DJ.
44%.
High arch, spins out. Has another coming. Again, this is not a good free throw shooting team. Rebounded by Crawford. Shaw's got to move quickly. Crawford 10 boards now. 24 seconds. Barnes to the baseline. Barnes dribble penetration. He threw it to nobody, and that will kill Shaw. Wow. Don't get a shot.
Don't know where that one was going.
I'm not sure what that was.
Well, don't know if he got confused by the sideline.
Well, first thing is he left
his feet.
And you teach that.
Right.
Don't do it. They had nowhere to go with it. Trying to go cross court. They have to foul right away, and they don't.
They're trying. They're not getting the call.
Well, now they're going to try to turn it over, and there's a real battle for the ball. What's the call here? Jump ball, I believe they called, and that would be Shaw basketball, if it's true. I think it is. They didn't call a foul. And on the alternating possession, Shaw will get the ball, still with a chance, with 12.5 seconds left. But they got to score quickly.
Score quickly, foul quickly.
6 turnover in the quarter for Brother Martin. 18 in the game. And again, it's all about this defensive intensity that Shaw has displayed here in the fourth quarter that you spoke of.
Yeah.
It's been really, really intense.
If they had played like that, with that kind of intensity, I don't know where they were before, but I'll tell you what, they've got it now.
But they had missed a shot down low and then turned the ball over to Shaw in their last 2 possessions when they had a real chance to make this a one-possession game and really tighten the screws.
Well, Shaw's the kind of team, I've said this before, that lives and dies with their shooting. They have not been shooting well the last couple of weeks, but there's no excuse on defense. Okay?
None.
And as I also say quite often, score off your defense.
12.5 seconds left. Shaw ball front court down 4. They need a quick shot. Got to believe they're going to go to Crawford down low or try to find Johnson on a curl. There goes Johnson with his motion. They go to Barnes in the corner.
Got to be quicker than this.
Barnes is bringing it out top. They don't have time for that. Taylor will fire up the 3. Ooh. Oh, line, he got it. The Shaw called timeout. They don't have one. And the clock stopped finally with 3.1 seconds left.
No.
I wonder why No, is it over?
It's over.
They didn't have any timeouts left, I guess. And that's it. A 44-43 victory for Brother Martin. Wow. So Brother Martin holds on for a 44-43 win. The Eagles obviously didn't have any more timeouts left, which is why this ended the way it did. Taylor knocked down the 3. They took a little bit of time to get that shot.
Yeah, a little bit.
But even then, with no timeouts, Brother Martin didn't have to inbound the ball.
Well, you had to get that shot off with more than 5 seconds left on the clock, and there wasn't enough time to get the ball off.
Brother Martin players are leaving. The officials are still talking. I'm not sure this is over, Bill. If they didn't have any timeouts, it would be over, right? But again, they're still talking.
Unless they're going to call a foul on Johnson. Johnson went out of bounds and grabbed DeLord.
Grabbed DeLord, which would be intentional if that's the case.
But how much time do you put on the clock on that?
Right. So still talking about this, the Brother Martin players have left the floor.
I tell you what, Ken, if they put time back on the clock.
The coaches are still out there. Chris Beal and Tommy Smith are still out there. The Shaw bench and players are still there.
If they put time on the clock, your post-game interview needs to be with the officials to find out what the heck they're doing. Not that I disagree with what they're doing if they've got a reason for it.
Well, explain the rule. I mean, if you have no timeouts, the shot's made, the clock doesn't stop.
The only other thing I can think of is, was there more than 5 seconds left on the clock when...
And they didn't inbound the ball.
Which would give the ball back to Shaw I don't know if we can get a replay.
We get a replay to find out the time on that. No. So it was close, Bill. And that's all I can say is it was close. Okay, they're putting .6 on the clock.
Now who gets the ball?
Well, Brother Martin's got to have the ball because unless there was a violation.
Unless there was a throw-in violation.
Unless there was a violation, which would change everything. But even in .6, that's pretty tough to get a shot off. And again, this discussion is still going on. Now there's 60 minutes on the clock.
Oh, please. The student body's all for it.
They loved it. They loved it. All right, so now they're winding the clock down. Obviously, they're going to put it somewhere and stop it, and then what? And again, I'm at a loss to explain why the clock would stop if there are no timeouts remaining.
Unless there was a violation.
It looks like this game is going to continue in some capacity. Right now, they've got 6.1 seconds on the clock, and I'm not sure how you arrived at that. I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't get that. That's a heck of a lot of time left to put on the clock.
Well, we're going to have to get an explanation at game's end for this one way or the other. And this is an electric atmosphere with a half-full gym. And again, Brother Martin's players had left the floor. They'd gone to the locker room.
This is without a doubt the best atmosphere I've seen all year. All the games that we've worked.
This is what
all the games that I've
used
worked.
to seeing. It's wonderful to see as long as everybody's observant. It's
sure
great.
Is.
So.
Well, you got the coach, the Shaw faculty over here making sure that the fans
doing the right job,
stay in the stands, and the kids are doing fine. The kids are enjoying it. They're energetic, cheering their team on. Just stay off the floor.
And they're still discussing this now. You see the clock, we're looking at it, 6.1 seconds. That had to be when the basket went in based upon the officials, what they thought was on the clock at that time.
Right.
So
now, unless Shaw did have a timeout left.
But I didn't see anybody call timeout, Bill. Maybe they did. But if they had a timeout left, why wouldn't you have seen it in demonstrative fashion right away?
From everybody.
Yeah,
the bench,
exactly.
Coaches, the players on the floor.
Correct. Yeah. So I don't know the answer. I really don't. Just a spirited game and a spirited effort by the Eagles here in the fourth quarter, especially down the stretch. They're on a 6-0 run right now to get to this point. And it's all about the fact that they just ramped up their defensive pressure and got much more aggressive, and it paid off.
I really want to see who gets the ball.
Crawford, who was so quiet in the first half, has 11 points now. Johnson with 13.
I'll tell you what, I see assistant coach Tommy Smith over there really upset. I've known Tommy for 50 years, and I've never seen him get upset.
Now they're talking to Wes Laurendine as well. I'm just not sure what can take this long to make a decision about what's going to happen here. So the officials are now explaining to Coach Laurendine after having an exchange with Chris Beal. So not sure. We'll try to get some explanation here. I know you're in contact right now. So
yeah, I'm trying to get some information from the scores table.
Now the clock is being run down to 2.6. I mean, I'm not sure how they're arriving at any of this, Bill. We've seen this clock change 3 times. First 0.6, then 6.1, now 2.6. I have no idea. I wish I could explain, but I cannot.
Well, the players are coming on the floor, but you still got the officials still on the sidelines.
Right, and it is Brother Martin ball. So if you're Shaw, you've got to go for the steal or foul immediately. And you can't let more than 0.5 go off the clock, right?
Right.
That's your play if you're Shaw. And nothing Brother Martin does can close this game out.
Right.
His 2 free throws only make it a 3-point
Only
game.
3-point game.
So Shaw's, I'm sure West Laurendale has instructed them, go for the steal and then foul right away.
Changing the lineup a little bit, or at least the placement. Ranlett's inbounding the ball. I don't know if that means they're looking for a long pass, because you got everybody.
You want Skillman if you're Brother Martin to catch the ball.
You got everybody from Shaw up in the backcourt.
Ranlett got it in to Delord, foul with 1.9. So Delord will shoot 2 on the other end. Up by 2. 1.9 won't give Brother Martin much time, Shaw much time. Now, if you're Delord, wouldn't you consider missing the second intentionally, letting the clock run out?
You'd consider it.
Yeah.
Because
2 free throws will only put you up 3.
Right. 2 free throws puts you up by 3, and Shaw gets to inbound the ball.
And any shot Shaw gets is going to be a 3-pointer.
Well, at 1.9, you could get 3 dribbles out of that. Up the floor.
But no matter what, it's going to be a 3-pointer.
Yes.
That's my point.
Yes.
So that's why I would think about missing the second intentionally.
Well, you missed the second one. Yeah, they got no time.
They can't stop the clock.
They can't stop the clock.
Free throw by Delord. Good. He's got 11. Grant Delord, 11 points, 13 rebounds, and a 2-point lead. Brother Martin thought they had this thing wrapped up. Not done. Shaw's coming in with Baquet. Baquet will replace Moore. Second free throw. That is good. So he made them both. Best they can do is tie. 1.9 seconds left. Inbounds pass. Johnson's got to get it up. He crossed over and he didn't get it off. And the Brother Martin Crusaders have won it by the score of 46-43. Delord stepped up, knocked him down. The biggest thing was getting it inbounds. That's what they had to do. And they did it.
Yeah, I tell you what, I still don't know how that ending came about. Was it very confusing at end? Boy, what an original end, creative, whatever you want to call it. But I've never seen a game end like that quite before. Just a little bit, too little, too late by Shaw. And give the credit to Brother Martin. Brother Martin played extremely good defense the entire game. Shaw is still going through their troubles of shooting the ball. Compound that with the defense of Brother Martin, and you got another Brother Martin win that keeps Brother Martin undefeated in district at 6-0 halfway through.
Yep.
Shaw falls to 6-5. Inches Brother Martin closer and closer to I think they've got their eyes on getting one of that number 4 seed.
Right, to try to get to that byline is what they're looking for.
Right, because you get the first round bye. It's very it's there. It's reachable, especially when you got to play Jesuit and 2 games against St. Aug, who are both ahead of you in the playoffs. That's something that they're looking for, to get that, because after this stretch of games, they're going to need an extra few days of break before they start the playoffs.
Great setting here tonight. Turned out to be an entertaining game. Frenetic pace late. Brother Martin holds off Shaw. That's the right terminology, to win at 46-43. Shaw made a good run at the end, went on a 6-0 run, and then went on another good run as well. I mean, Shaw went on 2 6-0 runs down the stretch after they were down 42-33.
Yeah, a lot of fire in there. They just like I said, a little bit too little too late.
Right.
Too little too late.
Well, let's look at the scoring in this game for Archbishop Shaw. Isaiah Barnes held to 2 points tonight. That was important. Kenneth Taylor had 5, 2 for Jean Baquet. Rodney Phillips had 3 coming off the bench. Corey Reed with 5. Kenneth Taylor had 5. It was Isaiah Crawford with 11 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double. And Cameron Johnson finished with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. For Brother Martin, it was 9 points for Corey Skillman, go with 4 steals. Marvin Jones had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Grant Delord finished with 11 points, 13 rebounds, and Brock Ramlett with 18 points, or I should say 17 points, pardon me. Give Delord 12 points, not 11, but Delord with 12 and Ramlett with 17 points in the game as he came out in the second half and got it done in big fashion.
My players tonight for Brother Martin, Marvin Jones stepped up there, and he did a really good job of handling the ball, especially late in the game. And I think that was something that Brother Martin needed. Skillman, had a good game also. The Lord woke up on both ends of the floor, rebounding, shooting, and Ranlett was his typical self.
All right, while we get a ruling here, you can give him your headset and let us know what we got here. So we'll get the ruling to find out exactly what happened there at the end. When clock time was put back on the clock, it did not change the outcome of the game. So the outcome of the game wasn't impacted, but what happened at the end?
Okay, the ruling was that there was a malfunction with the clock with 2.6 seconds to go in the game. So they restarted it, Brother Martin ball, with 2.6. Correct ruling. If there was a malfunction, I don't know if it was just a stoppage of the clock, or whether there was something wrong with the clock, but that is the correct ruling. If there was something wrong with the clock with that amount of time left on, you put that time back on and you proceed from that point.
And the Eagles could not get a shot off before the clock expired to end the game. I'm surprised Shaw didn't try to go long with that pass in that situation with 1.9 seconds left. I know it's a risk to try to go deep, but you almost have to go deep there.
Yeah, almost like a Hail Mary. But
right.
I think they were putting their eggs in Cameron Johnson's
and he'd had a very good game
basket. Yeah, and he could put up some circus shots. That's for sure. So I think that's what they were hoping. There was 1.9 seconds left on the clock. You can get 3 dribbles, and which he did get, and he got a shot. He would have gotten a shot. Let's put it that way. But Brother Martin was defending him again. They defended every shot quite well all night long.
Yeah, well, Taylor hit the three-pointer to reset it, to cut it to 44-43. Shaw did not have a timeout left, so they couldn't stop the clock, but they said that the clock malfunctioned, and therefore they had to put time back on the clock because of the malfunction of the clock. So that's the ruling officially. Whether it was legit or not, that's not for me to say. Here's the reality. The outcome didn't change. Brother Martin won the game.
Didn't change the outcome at all. No. Didn't.
So
give credit to the Crusaders there. They walked off the floor. Thought they had the game won. I don't know if they went downstairs into the locker room, but they at least left the floor. They opened the doors and went outside. And to come back in there and keep their composure. And Shaw battled. That's battling to the end. They didn't leave the floor. They knew they were going to get some time back on the clock, and they battled. So, typical Catholic League game, that's for sure. Really exciting.
Well, it's hard to sweep a good team. Brother Martin does that. To go to 6-0 on the year, 18-6 overall. Shaw drops to 14-7, 6-5 in the league. And Brother Martin able to withstand dealing with some turnovers, which really amped up in the second half against pressure. They finished with 18 turnovers, including in the second half 13 of those.
Yeah, that third quarter was a lot of turnovers in the third quarter, and then some turnovers, certain possessions in the fourth quarter. Too much dribbling by Skillman. Some missed free throws once they got to the line when Shaw had to foul them, but they were able to pull it out.
Well, the Eagles turned up the defense, drew close, but could never get the lead. Shaw never led in this ball game. Brother Martin was the leader throughout. There was one tie at 2-2. Brother Martin took a 4-2 lead and never trailed the rest of the way, and they win it 46-43 here this evening. Well, Bill, it's been another fun time here. Wild game tonight. Fun to watch and fun to call, and it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, we'll see, Monday night, De La Salle Newman. So
looking forward to that uptown matchup, neighborhood battle between two really good teams in their respective divisions. And we'll have it for you on Monday night. We'll have it, of course, a story on it, telling everybody about it. Coming up over the weekend, you'll get it from Lenny Van Gilder to let you know that we're doing it. And we'll make sure it's out there to everyone as we see two really good programs over at Shaw. Paul Kelly and Randy Livingston doing great jobs at their respective schools, and we look forward to that. We want to thank our friends at Shaw, Father Lou Molinelli, also Tom Aleph, the outstanding athletic director, Coach Wesley Laurendine. Deeply appreciate their welcoming us tonight, making our jobs very easy. Couldn't have had a better vantage point and set up here tonight, so our thanks go out to the family of Archbishop Shaw. Once again, our final tonight, the Brother Martin Crusaders defeat the Archbishop Shaw Eagles 46-43. 43. It has been a distinct pleasure. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more high school sports action coming up as DeLaSalle and Newman play on Monday night here at CrescentCitySports.com. For Bill Gallagher and our entire Crescent City Sports production team with Chip Merritt and Matt Merritt, thank you guys. I'm Ken Trahan saying so long from the West Bank. Once again, final score, Brother Martin 46, Archbishop Shaw 43. Thanks for joining us. Be a good sport, and God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.